everyone, thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. So this is my first army that I've put together for Star Wars Legions. As I say, I've been watching, I've completed the Clone Wars series and the clones and the droids. I just really enjoyed the stories with some of the characters in there, and so when I realised that one of the core sets for Star Wars Legions was the Clone Wars, it was one of the first box sets that I bought. You don't get all the figures that are shown here in that box set. You get the droidicas, and you get I think you get is it 16 of the droids, but I bought the droid commandos separate, the super droid commander, and I also bought an additional box of droids, of the standard droids. So quite a easy army to put together and to paint. These guys at the back, they were basically sprayed white, and then I used the contrast paint system in order to paint these up. I watched some YouTube videos of people doing that, and they combined two contrast colours, which I can't for the life of me remember now. One of them was Skeleton Horde, I think, and then there was a second brown contrast paint. You mix those 50-50 and you just slap them on, and it come out with a really nice result. And then all I did was I picked out each of the squads with a different colour. So you got blue squad here, white squad, and then red squad, just so I know when I'm removing casualties from the field which squads they're coming from. The commando droids, they didn't turn out so well. Contrast paints is not something that I'm particularly good at. These worked very well, which was great. These didn't at all. So these are actually painted. So the dark brown is dryad bark. The light brown area, as you can see, is scrag brown. And then they were given a wash of, I think it was Reikland flesh shade, just to darken things again. These have got vibro swords. That was a mix of Teclis blue and Vallejo's chrome, and I just mixed it like 50-50, and then I just put that for the blade, and then the hilt and whatever is just the chrome from Vallejo, and the copper is Vallejo's copper as well. The super droid commander, he's finished in Dark Reaper, and then he's highlighted. I just added a bit of one of the lighter greys to it to give him an edge highlight in places, and then I used Vallejo's copper in order to give him a bit of this design on him, because in the Clone Wars series, some of these super droid commanders are special characters, and so I wanted to produce him as something like that. The droidicas at the back, they were sprayed Games Workshop lead Belcher from the rattle can, and then they were just basically I think that was a mix of a copper and a brown on the back to get that to finish on the back of them for the carapace, because obviously they roll round. And then I gave the metal a wash of Nuln Oil, making sure it didn't pull too much on the flat surfaces, and that's basically it. And I've just realised that I think these commando droids need a red dot on their chest, which I haven't done, so I've got to do those. The base is very simple. Armageddon Dust, I think it's called, is a textured paint. Just threw that on the bases, waited for it to dry, gave all the bases a wash of Agrax Earthshade waited for that to dry, and then I dry brushed them with Vallejo's desert sand just to highlight the texture. I think I probably will add some aftermarket grass or something to them, just to kind of make them stand out a bit. And then the edges of the bases were all just painted. Oh, come on, you tell me. Abaddon black. That's it. I've just noticed that he's got a chip on here, so I need to sort that out. I'll just bring the camera in a bit closer so you can see perhaps a bit more of the detail. So there you go, hopefully that's picking up a bit more of the colour. But as I say, I really like the way these guys turned out. The black on the on the weapons is Black Templar contrast paint, I think it is. I did try to use that for something, and it's quite a thick contrast paint compared to these browns that I used, so it didn't work particularly well. I can't remember what figure I was painting for that, but there we go. Anyway guys, I'm waffling on. Thanks ever so much for watching, I do appreciate it. The next thing I'm supposed to do obviously is an antagonist for these guys, which would be the clones, but the clone figures are resin, and there's a mould line or whatever that's down them, and it's quite difficult to clean up. And I've got to be honest, I'm not sure I can be asked at the moment to clean those up in order to paint them, so I may pick a completely different army to do. Right, look after yourselves. As I say, thanks ever so much for watching, I do appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you soon.